I'm Dr. Kathleen Walls.
Hi, I'm Tracy Warner-Arnold from the St. Lucia Tourist Board, and you're watching
Dr. Kathleen Walls and Friends on UCCN.
Where is my passion, purpose? Where can I find it? Where is my passion, purpose? Where can I find it? Where is my passion, purpose? Where can I find it? Dr. Walls and Friends, where I find it? Dr. Walls and Friends. Dr. Walls and Friends, where I find it? Dr. Walls and Friends. I find passion, purpose, inspiration too. At Dr. Walls and Friends, where I find it. Dr. Walls and Friends. Dr. Walls and Friends, where I find it. Dr. Walls.
Just the eagle and me.
You have just heard the music stylings of our music director, Mr. Shane Frederick. Thank you so much, sir.
Please, thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, welcome to Dr. Walls and Friends. We are so excited. We have a great show here today. So many people from the film industry. And to set it off at the top of the hour, we have Miss Tanya Thompson. How are you doing today?
I am doing wonderful.
Good.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm so excited. And you trekked all the way down here
Yes, I did.
to be on the show. So
From New York, New York.
yes, you did. You know a little bit something about that, don't you, Shane? Going back and forth to New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
do what you
love.
gotta do.
Exactly, exactly. So tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you even get this whole film industry, acting bug, all of that? Where did that come from?
Oh boy. Well, it came from just being a performer since I was 5 years old.
Okay.
My mom put me and my sister in ballet and tap, piano, just exposed us to the arts.
Okay.
And it started with doing performances for family.
Mm-hmm. It seems like it
And
always starts there.
always
It
starts
starts
there. Yes, doing shows, singing in the mirror with the brush and all of that.
Mhm.
And then going to school, I took my first drama class
Okay.
in high school.
All right.
And I did phenomenal. I came in top of the class. I won a drama award at my
Wow.
graduation. And that's kind of what sparked that fire in me.
Okay.
That I wanted to take acting as a
Uh-huh.
career.
Okay.
After I graduated high school, of course, you have to figure out what you want to do.
That's right.
My mom wanted me to take the safe route,
Mhm.
something with benefits,
With a retirement
with
plan.
a retirement plan,
Yes.
the whole package.
Yes.
Do your 20 years and then live life.
Uh-huh.
But I had other plans.
Mhm.
So I decided to just kind of see what was out there in the acting industry.
Okay.
Got my first headshots done.
Mhm.
I ended up having my first acting role on New York Undercover.
Really?
But
That
it
used
wasn't.
to be my show.
Yes, love that show. But it wasn't speaking lines.
Okay.
I was background talent, which was good for me because I got to see how a set ran, got to
Mhm.
see how the actors worked, and got to see that this is a job. Show business is not something.
Not just glitz and glamour.
It's not glitz and glam.
Okay.
It's work. It's actual
Okay.
work that goes into it.
Yes.
And then I did that again on Law and Order, and I got familiarized with how sets ran,
Mhm.
and that's where it really began for me. I
Okay.
said, I really want to do this, but I need to get training.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, I started taking acting classes, workshops, working with a private coach, and it just started to grow from there.
Really?
Mhm.
Now I remember taking an acting class in college, and they had me be a tree.
Okay.
I didn't get bit by the acting bug, nothing.
No.
No, it didn't.
The tree didn't do
I
it.
think I was typecast because of my height. I don't know. So now, for you, when you were taking the classes, now were you taking them in college, or was this after college that you started taking those classes?
A little bit of both.
Uh-huh.
When I was on New York Undercover doing background work, you're in the background. So I'm like on set. It was a rainy day, like a monsoon, and
Mhm.
we had to stand outside, and just be like pedestrians.
Uh-huh.
I remember I was standing by a payphone. That's the time when we had payphones.
Yes,
so there were no
yes.
cell phones back then.
Mhm, mhm.
And just soaking wet. And I'm like, is this really, do I really want to do this? You know,
yes.
because it takes a lot of dedication. You're dealing with weather conditions that might not be so favorable. You're dealing with long hours. But I still loved it. The energy on set, you know, I got bit by it. Yes, I definitely got bit by it. So I took classes while I was in college, you know, because I still was taking the safe route to obviously please my parents.
Yes.
And also, you know, once I graduated, that's when I went full-fledged with it.
You know what, I'm so glad that you said that, because one of the things on Dr. Walls and Friends is we want to make sure we educate people and give people the real picture. Now, we talk about passion and purpose all the time, and people listening to you can hear the passion that you have about your purpose in the acting field. And to be able to stand there, like you're saying, it's raining, it's a monsoon, the weather conditions are not sitting on a beach in Jamaica with the sun shining and Tay Diggs running with his shirt off.
Right, with a pina colada in your hand.
Exactly.
It's not that.
It wasn't that in that moment. Okay. But still, you said you felt that passion inside of you, like this is what you want to do.
Yeah. I don't know. I think for me, it was just something that I was born with, you know, like I eat, sleep, and breathe it. I wake up every day, I think about it. I go to bed thinking about it. When I'm awake, I'm in it somehow, whether I'm reading an article about an actor that inspires me, to studying a book, you know, on different acting techniques, or taking a class, or, you know, talking with fellow actors and building with one another. I'm always in it, and I've always been. And I've tried other things, but I keep coming back to it. So that's how I know this is what I was meant to do.
Let's talk about that, because, you know, one of the things when often you talk to artists, whether they're singers, musicians, actual visual artists who do paintings and, you know, photography work, things like that, so many times the people in their life will want them to take the safe route. Yeah. Right? They'll consider this maybe more of a hobby than an actual career. Right. And so you look at what the physical world says, yeah, maybe that's a better way to go. But that inside, that spirit inside of you is saying, no. And it's like screaming at you that I have to live my life on purpose. Yes. How did you navigate that? Because you did actually start to go that safe route for a while.
Yeah, I did. And the thing with me, which is, it's a blessing and a curse, is that I'm good at a lot of things. Yeah. Actually, I'll say I'm great at a lot of things. And, you know, like I started taking law classes, and then I said, no, maybe I'll switch to accounting. You know, maybe I'll be an acrobat. I just, you know. No, actually, that part was a joke. But the law and the law and the accounting thing, you know, just like jumping around because I was trying to find myself in all these other safe routes that would be pleasing to my family and that, you know, the world thinks you should do. You know, because this acting thing, it's a dream, right?
It's not secure.
Yeah, right. It's not secure. It's not something for you. It's for them. It's for other people that have maybe this special thing, but not for you. Right. So I started, you know, after I graduated college. Well, actually, before I graduated college, I landed a job with the Daytime Emmy Award. Okay. Wow. As an accounting manager, and I was working alongside the CFO. And the Daytime Emmy Awards is the Daytime Emmy Awards, right? Now,
the ones that Erica Kane would never win, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Now, one of the perks of being on that job is that I got to go to all the award shows. Okay. And because I was so good at the accounting side of the job, I got the opportunity to work on the special events side of the job as well. So I was wearing a dual role. Started as an accounting manager, worked my way up to director of finance and director of special events. Wow. Now going to these shows, flying around the country, doing shows in different areas, I got to rub shoulders with Susan Lucci. We're on the dance floor together. You know, Tika Sumpter, before she was Tika Sumpter, you know, she started in you know, in that world of the soap. Yes. So I'm around all these celebrities. I'm on the red carpet with Tyra Banks, but I'm on the other side of the carpet. Yes. And I'm like, well, why are they here and I'm here? If I really want to be there, then I need to get focused. I need to do what I need to do. That's right. Because I'm seeing that this is a reality. This is a real career. That's this is something that's doable. They're doing it. Yes. What's so different about me? And you know, once that clicked, it was like I had tunnel vision.
Yes.
And I did all the work necessary to now be on the other side with them.
That's right.
So that, you know, I feel like I was put in that place to really give me that push,
That fire.
that extra push that I needed to say, you know, I need to be here.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, now I'm gonna pick on those island roots. Those Scotch bonnet peppers had to get underneath you and give you that fire, that pep.
Yes.
You know, I'm so glad that you said that, because it's so amazing to me, and spiritually speaking, how God put you in that space, right in the space where you wanted to be. And now, at what point did that cross your mind? Like you're saying, here I'm doing the safe route, but I'm right in the world that I want to be in.
At what point?
At what point did you say, God put me in this space? I'm right in that space.
I think as I was going to all of these events, there was a lady that came up to me at the Daytime Emmy Awards, and her name is Genia Davis. I'll never forget it. She introduced herself to me and she said, "You're gorgeous." I said, "Thank you." I had this gown on, looking like I was one of the celebrities, right? And she said, "What show are you on?" That's what did it for me.
Okay.
I said, I'm not on any one of the shows, but I work with the organization that's putting the show on. And then she said, "You need to be on one of these shows." So I kept getting signs that this is where you need to be.
Yes.
You know, and me and her, we've been friends to this day.
Wow.
And that was probably like at least 10 years ago.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's so important. Thank you for sharing that, because we get taps all the time. I call them divine taps or all the time to
All the
let you
time.
know where you are supposed to be. And if you're out of position, what position you need to go get in.
Exactly.
So I think that's
Yes,
great. That's
yes.
great.
And thank you, Creator, for sending me that tap on my shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful,
Exactly.
yeah.
You know what? Usually I have a tambourine with me. I know people gonna get me for not having my tambourine, but I'm gonna shake my
Why you
tambourine
bring
for
it
that.
today?
And in the midst of carrying everything, it ended up being the last thing that didn't get picked up.
Okay.
It's all right, but I always have backup. Don't you worry. I always, you know, that where there's an app, there is a way.
I was about to pull
Because
it up.
I always have an app.
Oh.
Yeah. So I shake my tambourine. So on that note, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in a moment on Dr. Walls and Friends.
Throughout life, many of us feel a nudge or pull to develop a personal relationship with Spirit. In Live by the Spirit Inspired Thoughts, Volume 1, Dr. Wall shares experiences to help you develop, strengthen, and understand your personal relationship with Spirit. For more information about Live by the Spirit Inspired Thoughts Volume 1, go to www.askdrwalls.com. That's www.askdrwalls.com. God bless and live by the Spirit.
We'll surely be together, for the sky is bluer overhead. If you would just believe in me, there'll be another spring.
Shane is always like listening to hot chocolate, just listen. So good, so good. Welcome back to Dr. Walls and Friends, and we are here with Miss Tanya Thompson, and so many roles, and I'm just thinking, actress,
Yes.
director, producer,
Well, not directed
not
yet.
director yet.
But soon.
Hey.
Oh, okay, but soon.
But soon.
All right,
yes.
so we're going to find out about the but soon's coming.
Yes.
During our commercial break, we had one of the audience members ask a question regarding that moment of vindication when you were shifting from the safe and steady or stable route to the life of living in your passion and purpose. Can you think of it? Were you able to think of a moment of vindication when you knew, yes, I crossed over and this is what I was supposed to do?
I think there was not one big moment. It's just a lot of little big moments. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, being an actress and producer, I'm able to create opportunities for people. And when I see actors who, you know, just came into the business and I'm able to help them get their first acting role, you know, and then watch them grow. They're like my little babies.
Yeah.
You know, that for me is vindication.
Okay.
You know, knowing that I had a hand in helping someone.
Yes.
And had I not made the decision to come into my passion, I would have not been able to provide that opportunity to someone else.
Yeah.
To pursue their passion.
That's right.
You know,
That's
you know, all of my blessings is just to be a blessing to someone else, and that's my greatest vindication.
What, you gonna make me bring that tambourine out again? Shake with that tambourine.
Let's bring it.
Let's shake it. Shake it. We're gonna have audience tambourines. I don't know. That's over here. But oh, there we go. Thank you very much. We'll have to make sure you carry one at all times
I know,
when you
right?
come.
Hey.
I need to just leave one here. I don't know why I don't leave one in the studio.
I think you need one.
Yeah, I think we'll take care of that.
Right.
We'll take care of that. Okay. All right. So now, projects. What are some of the projects that you've worked on since you made the crossover?
Some of the projects. One of my babies, I consider all my projects my babies.
Okay.
It's a project called Where Hearts Lie. We shot it in 2014, and it's going to get its theatrical release this year.
Yes.
So I'm so excited about that. That project is one of my babies because I came into that project as an actor. But in talking with the director and the director now learning my background in producing, he gave me an opportunity to also co-produce with him.
Wow.
So I got to wear a dual role in that, and I got to be involved in the entire process of the production from the inception to now we're in the distribution phase.
Okay.
I was able to bring on Clifton Powell, bring on Malik Yoba, who I didn't get to meet.
I was going to ask you. Look at that.
Yes, and that's how life comes full circle. I didn't get to meet him when I first had my first background acting role in On Vehicle Undercover, but then I got to work side by side with him on this project. We were actually in the same scene. He plays an attorney, I play a judge.
Wow.
And then my good friend Terrell Hicks, I was able to bring her on as well.
Excellent.
So I'm really excited about that project, and you all better go out and support it when it comes out.
Yes.
And then I just did another film called The One Closest to You. It was one of my lead roles, and I got to also be a producer on that as well.
Wow.
And that's now also in the distribution phase.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that release. So you guys better come out and support that
Yeah.
too. So yeah, you know, quite a few things, you know, and some things that are in development, some things I can't talk about right now. But
You
you
just
know,
have to come back again and tell us.
I just gotta come back
That's
again
all.
once the ink is dry on
That's
the deep.
right. That's right.
But yeah, I'm really excited about all the work that has been happening.
Excellent. Now, can you take a moment and just kind of educate people on the different roles? So we have producer. You mentioned being a producer.
Yes.
And I know sometimes when we look at the screen credits, we'll see producer, we'll see executive producer.
Right.
What do those different titles mean?
Oh, okay. Well, a producer is basically someone who, like I said, comes into a project and takes it from the very embryo stages all the way to its adult stage.
Okay.
So everything from, you know, the script, finalizing the script, getting involved with the casting, finding the budget, you know, to actually make sure that we can do this production, overseeing the crew, hiring the crew,
Yes.
Location scouting.
Wow.
You're basically overseeing.
There's a lot.
Yeah, you're overseeing all the departments and making sure that they're running smoothly.
Okay.
And then in film, there's 3 stages. There's the pre-production stage, there's the production stage, and the post-production stage. So you're involved in all of those stages of filming. The
Gotcha.
executive producer is the one who finances the film. They may be an investor, they may have to be a silent investor.
Okay.
You know, they usually don't have any creative control. They're the money guy.
Okay.
And then you have like your associate producers, you know, who assist along with the main producer. And there's just so many various roles.
Yeah.
So for me, you know, I'm an actress, I'm a producer on most of my projects, or sometimes I'm just an actress on a project. You know, so.
I'm just thinking about how being a producer and being an actress, how that really can potentially strengthen you in your role as an actress, being a producer, because you've been there from the inception. You know how it's conceptualized, and I would imagine that it adds a certain depth to the role that you play.
Yeah, definitely. You know, because I'm more invested in the production because I'm on both sides of it.
Yes.
You know, and I'm also a person that can understand what other actors may be going through because I'm also an actor, you know. So wearing the dual role has been very beneficial to me in this business, and it has actually opened a lot of doors for me. And, you know, just going back to the Daytime Emmy Awards, all of the things that I learned while I was there is what I was able to now glean from and now put into my work here. Because remember, I was in the accounting world, I was in finance, so now that helps me with doing budgets and things like that, you know, which a lot of producers might not have that background. So all of the things that I've learned, that's why education is key and it's so beneficial. I can now use that in my art.
Yeah. And I'm just thinking the other thing too, and this is something that you highlighted in the beginning, is for people to really understand that it is a business.
Yes.
And so by you having started on the business side of things, that really became your foundation before you moved into the show part of things.
Right, yes. There's the show and then there's the business, and you gotta know how to master both sides to be successful. Yes, absolutely.
Nice. So now people who are interested in following you, following your work, or even hiring you for additional projects, what's the best way for them to get in contact with you?
The best way would my social media. So that would be Tanya Thompson, the number 11.
And that's Tanya with an A.
TANYA. Thompson 11. That's on Instagram. Tanya Thompson on Facebook, and Tanya_Thompson on Twitter.
All right.
Yes, and then you can also IMDb me. And IMDb is the Internet Movie Database, so you can look me up there. My manager's contact information is there too. And then also www.TanyaThompson and the number 1.com. That's my website.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Now we're going to take a quick break with Tanya. She's going to come back in a few moments when we join the rest of the actors and actresses that are here with us today. So we're not saying goodbye. We're just going to say see you in the field.
See you when we see you.
Okay.